Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin at critical levels. What the heck is happening to crypto? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, what the heck is happening to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Before we get into it guys, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Now, fear and greed today at 61, down from last week's 76, last month's 83. Just barely in greed right now. The overall market down 2.5% today. Bitcoin 91,764, Ethereum 31,17, XRP 243, BNB 667, Solana 178, Dogecoin 32 cents, Cardano 91 cents, and Tron 22 cents. Now, Bitcoin sitting right now at this trendline support from back October 10th and November 4th, right now sitting just on top of that, getting pressed down by this blue line, the 21 EMA. You can see there's a bit on the volume profile right here, but there's the potential where the 21 EMA could push the price below that trend line. And then we would have previous trend line support right around $88,000, where also the 100-day moving average is approaching quickly. Right now, it's at $86,000. So those could be some short-term price movements. Willy Woo saying Bitcoiners' sentiment seems uber bullish, but he says take a cautious approach in the months ahead. And I don't know where the sentiment seems uber bullish, but it seems like people are not that bullish right at the moment. Risk is peaking for the first time this cycle, which you can see it down here on the local risk model. Now, if we take a look, the last time that peaked, that was towards the end of, well, not the end, but, you know, first serious peak of the cycle. There was still a little bit more. We did get wicked off back there, but we are seeing local risk peaking for the first time at this cycle. And if we take a look at the SOPR model, there's still a ton of profits in coins that have been selling and plenty more profit taking to go before we are properly reset, like what happened before the last price pump. You remember when price went to $70,000, there was a lot of money that people made as that got sold off and reset. That's when the price again moved. So there might be a bit more selling in the short term before price continues upwards. Now, just a reminder, we are only 18% into this cycle, pointing this back towards previous cycles, at least in 2017 and 2013. This was before the real big parts of the cycle happened. The last cycle, again, we got wicked off, so who knows if the data can be trusted. I would think a peak would have hit around right here in the middle of these two peaks, but hey, we got what we got, and at least last cycle, it was probably already halfway through at that time. Now, the current market sentiment isn't great. Welcome a downturn in the next couple of days to complete the price action. Well, you get what you asked for. Bitcoin experienced a final capitulation at the 27th bar. You can see this right here during January of 2024, just before a massive rebound. If history repeats, we could have that final capitulation, 27 bars, reached today or tomorrow. After that, Bitcoin will surge with a massive rebound. Now, would not be unexpected. The market likes to disappoint the most people possible. So once all of the longs get liquidated and everybody is broken their hope for the price going up, that's generally when the price tends to go up. But are we there yet? I don't know. However, taking a look at this one, strong move ahead based on retail demand. Now this takes a look at retail investor volume, $0 to $10,000, demand 30-day change. And the 30-day change percent in retail demand has dropped to Q2 of 2021 levels. It hasn't been this low where it is right now since Q2 of 2021, the last time that sparked a major price surge. So could we see the same type of movement, a major price surge coming from this? There's the possibility. The wall of worry says we could bounce from here as people are worrying that the price could go lower. Well, yeah, that's an excellent spot. Take a look at this Bitcoin trend since November of 2022. That's what, 2 years, 3 years at this point? Well, the wall of worry could hold, price could bounce, and everybody could lose a lot of money who's betting against Bitcoin. Because if we take a look, price looks very, very similar to what we saw back here in October of 2020. As price broke down the wall of worry, everybody says price is going much lower, and then all of a sudden it surged dramatically going from $9,000 to $42,000. Well, should we see the same type of drop, price could go down as low as $81,000, but then if it were to surge around $380,000 per Bitcoin. Holy freaking cow. If we take a look at the actual price versus the Bitcoin power law price, we are actually above the power law price right now. That says $84,000, and the power law price is log price and log time. The Bitcoin actual price just above $90,000. So yes, it does have a little bit to come down before we come back to that power law price prediction, and that is built off of this quantile model. Right now, today, the blue territory where Bitcoin spends most of its lifespan is somewhere around the 50th percentile at $76,000. So right now we are above what's considered normal, but you will notice that the range spans from 37 at a low. So we're just double the low, but the high $300,000. That's about a quarter of how high it could go. So there's a lot more upside potential than downside potential for Bitcoin. And you take a look at the next 12 months, prices are even higher. We're just about at the lowest for 12-month potential, but the highest, that's like 5 or 6 times where we are right now for Bitcoin, not even for altcoins. Now, huge signal right here, and I'm not sure what these trend lines are, but if we take a look, lots of signal here, most aren't looking. This is Bitcoin price right here. You can clearly see that. Well, we have a bottoming of this green line and about a crossing. Now, these yellow dots line up the same each time, and take a look at this. These yellow dots are in the trough before the bull run actually even occurs. So could we have the most bullish chart possible? Should you be shaking with how bullish this is? Oh my goodness, I certainly hope so. Because charts like this suggest we haven't even gotten to the pump hype phase. And I believe that. I mean, I haven't had people coming up to me saying, hey, I'm a Bitcoin trader, I'm an Ethereum trader. When I ask them what they do, they're like, oh yeah, I trade Dogecoin or I trade freaking Fartcoin. That hasn't happened yet this cycle. Last cycle before that, 100% had happened. So I still do think there's a lot of room left to go in this cycle. We have not gotten to the dark red pump hype phase yet. But once I meet somebody who's trading Fartcoin for a living, then, oh, that will certainly be the top. So there's still a lot of room left to go. Has not reached the ultimate hype pump phase. Cycle has more fuel coming in the next 12 months. And altcoins too, bouncing off of some very critical levels. This is the baseline in the Gaussian channel. In an uptrend, you want to see this line hold. Fake outs are okay. You can see this line is held many, many times for altcoins. And if we take a look right now, this is interesting. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin comparative. It has been a reliable indicator for alt seasons. Do you notice something? Well, you may not believe it after the 24 consecutive months of downtrend, but looking at these candles once it happens, imagine Q1, Q2 is historically when these things pump. And we do have Q1, Q2 coming up. Imagine what your mid-cap altcoin can do if a large cap like XRP can 5x in a couple of weeks. Quarterly time frame, the next 6 months could be extraordinary. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, we have a playlist right up there of crypto price predictions for 2025. As a matter of fact, we nailed the XRP 5x price pump price perfectly 4 months before it even happened. So check out that playlist right up there. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.